Love smarter, not harder. Today's question. I had a conversation with my therapist about my frustrations with being single now, while at the same time making a deliberate choice to not be in pursuit of a partner via online dating and joining groups. After 25 years of joining groups and going online with nothing to show for it, I'm exhausted, and for my own mental health, I need to stop. In your book, you mentioned you went to places to meet new men. I honestly don't even want to do that, as mentally it's too much for me. I'm still active and involved in hobbies, but there currently aren't single men there. I live a full life. Does this mean I won't meet a partner and will be celibate for forever? So I'm so sorry you're hurting and you're frustrated and it's exhausting. It is exhausting. You guys know I started dating at 15 and I didn't get married until I was 42, and that was 27 years in the dating scene, and I get it. It is really hard to put yourself out there and to be vulnerable and to come up empty-handed time and time again. And there's a lot of frustration, especially with online and app dating. My friend Ken Page, who was on my podcast, I think it's episode 67, Discover Deeper Love Through Deeper Dating. His book, Deeper Dating, is fantastic. I recommend it to anyone who's feeling really exhausted about dating. It's about more of a slow, honest approach to dating, which involves trying to find someone who honors your core gifts. His most recent podcast, for his podcast, Deeper Dating, talks about how these apps they mess with our brain circuitry such that we are just feeling even more commodified, and there's a neural reality that's going on. There's research that he cites there. So that might be helpful, at least feel supportive for you that you're not alone in your frustrations here. You're asking, does this mean you're never going to meet a partner and be celibate forever? I don't know. I'm one of the people in this space who doesn't make promises. I mean, there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, you do my course or read my book and here's my 5-step plan and then you'll meet the right one. And I've never made that promise because I don't have that answer. I wish I did. If I had that answer, I would be so happy to be able to give people this formula for meeting the one, but love does not work like that. And that's, of course, as you know from reading my book, that's what my book is about, is that it's not a roadmap to find true love, because I don't believe that one exists. I think we can look at the research, as Dr. Dwayna Welch shares on my podcast in episode 92 and 102. I think we can love smarter, not harder. We can use this research. We can refine our approach. We can learn from our mistakes. But there's no guarantee, is there? There's not. And because I love my community so much, and because I interact with so many of you who feel this deep pain, I so wish I had the answers. I really do, but I'm not going to lie to anyone and say I do. What I do share in my book, as you know, is the mindset, the beliefs that we need to identify, because no matter what is happening in our lives, and this can be a variety of frustrations and pain because life is full of them, no matter what's happening in our life, we always have a choice of how we will respond. And so my book is more about the things I did through the 27 years of my dating experience that allowed me to still remain hopeful, even though it felt like, is this ever going to happen, really? So I share the mindset strategies and the tackling of my irrational beliefs and my cognitive distortions, which of course is all cognitive behavioral therapy, or acceptance and commitment therapy is another therapeutic modality orientation that I talk about a lot on my podcast, because it's another really effective one. But all I can say honestly with this question is I'm so sorry that you're frustrated. I see you. I honor your pain. I definitely can relate to it. And my final thought is, one thing I know for sure, losing hope, sometimes hope feels too hard to hang on to. It just feels like I can't. It hurts too much to keep hoping. But losing hope, I don't think is the ideal response. I think losing hope then puts you in the category of becoming bitter and jaded and unhappy. And I don't think that that's the response. That's an empowered response for your own emotional health and well-being and happiness. So I wish I had more answers for you, but I hope that helps.